Hello everyone and welcome to this new channel, Holliday.on.Pandora, where we explore the science, lore, and inspiration behind James Cameron's Avatar films. 13 years ago, we met the Tomac'ta clan living among the massive megaflora of the Pandoran tropical rainforest. Yes, we know it's a fictional planet, but just roll with it. More recently, we met the Metkayina clan, who've adapted to a more aquatic environment, living atop the atolls of the Pandoran's eastern sea. But how many clans are there and what environments can they live in? Let's review what we know so far. Just before the final battle in the first Avatar film, we hear Jake Sully say,
"I have 15 clans out there."
Two of whom we meet directly. The Olangi are a nomadic clan whose culture is evolved around the migratory patterns of the animals they hunt. They are the premier riders of Patli, or dire horse, where the Tailangi have settled upon the high cliffs overhanging the Pandoran Ocean. Their hunting strategies involve dangerous techniques to dive into the water at high speeds, a maneuver which, if done incorrectly, could result in their death. Both clans suffered great casualties during the RDA's attack on the Tree of Souls, but since it was the Olangi's ground forces who suffered the most severe blow, those who remained chose to unite with the Ometkaya clan, building a new settlement around the former Hell's Gate base, at least until the humans returned in force. Similar to the Tailangi, the Kekunan are master riders of the Ekran. We were first introduced to them at Cirque du Soleil's Avatar-inspired show, Taruk, the First Flight. Traditionally settling around the base of steep mountain cliffs, Na'vi legend says it was a Kekunan hunter who first bonded with an Ekran, and it was thanks to their innovations that other clans now use the Yimka, or Banshee Catcher, and the Ionar, or Banshee Rider Visor. Cirque's show also featured the Anurai clan, master craftspeople who keep the Thanator as their totem. The Thanator being a ferocious apex predator of the Pandoran jungle, Anurai settlements are found near bone sanctuaries and often incorporate these animal skeletal remains into their art and finely crafted instruments. Of course, they're not the only Na'vi to be so resourceful. The Tipani are a fierce warrior clan. They collect the molted shells of the Quiras crab so that they can be used as shields and protective armor. The Tipani were also highly featured in Ubisoft's Avatar the Game from 2009, but please know that these particular characters and the plot are not considered canon. The last clan which starred in Cirque du Soleil's Taruk are the Taukami, Pandora's master botanists. Prominently showcased in the comic run Avatar Adapt or Die, the Taukami are experts in medicinal treatments. They debuted as the Sky Seer clan in Avatar for Nintendo DS, but like the other games, that specific storyline has been decanonized. While we're on the subject, here are 5 other clans whose names you may have heard of, but are also not part of our current canon. The Huyutakaya, or Viper Wolf clan, were briefly mentioned in Avatar Survival Guide, but never made it past the concept art stage of development. Similarly, the Tomac'ta received mention on the old Pandorapedia, but we never got an image of them. The Ave were part of the mobile game, distinguished as being the oldest, if not the first, Na'vi clan, but Leona were better established in Wii and PSP, known for creating strong bonds with the Ongsik, or the Hammerhead Titanosphere. Their water was contaminated by the RDA's mining facility. Meanwhile, Sumongwi was a working title for the Ometkaya clan, seen only in the Project 880 scriptman written by James Cameron back in 1995. Jumping back with clans we can expect to see more of, the Tatu Nui should be the top of that list.
These are sea people. Some Tatu Nui, maybe 50 villages.
Similar to the Metkayina, Tatu Nui have evolved in response to their oceanic surroundings anatomically, with forearm and calf extensions known as strakes, and flat rudder-like tails. But culturally, we can see where the clans diverge, influenced by their environments. Tatu Nui clothing, like other clans, is largely constructed from available flora, which to them appears to be Pandora's version of palm trees. These towering shrubs, like the people who depend on them, grow learning to withstand the harsher winds of open ocean. Unlike the Metkayina, who are protected by a barrier reef, Tatu Nui clans seem to settle in more exposed terrain, like sandy bays and weathered rocky coves. Unfortunately, this made them vulnerable when it came to the RDA's assaults. Moving on, these last 5 or 6 clans are still somewhat unknown to us, but are expected to debut in the next couple of years. In the upcoming mobile game Avatar Reckoning, we'll drop in on new biomes. Pandora's arid highlands are home to the Rey'tanu. These desert people take great care to nurture and preserve enough food through short growing seasons, and despite the region's ruthless sandstorms, Rey'tanu are a harmonious group who never seek to take more than what is needed. South of them, the Hulanta clan are established in the wetlands. The landscape provides a natural clay utilized by their craftspeople for pottery, and their hunters as ceremonial paint. Both clans will have run-ins with the RDA. This is set just after the humans' return, around the year 2168. Similarly, in Ubisoft's upcoming Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, we'll explore the Western Grasslands, home to a clan which is yet to be named, though they seem to share a kinship with this elephant-like species. We will play as Na'vi, though it is unclear if we are part of that clan or from another clan entirely, say one who dwells within this bamboo-like rainforest. It's possible one may be dubbed the Mongquan clan. This is a title we saw only once in Avatar: The Next Shadow. After Sute's death, his parents were unimpressed with Jake's new leadership. After a series of events, they became excommunicated from the Ometakaya and chose to join the Mongquan. Then again, they could be another clan entirely, or even one teased by James Cameron himself.
You're going to meet two completely new cultures in the next film. So we've met the Ometakaya, we've met the Metkayina, and you're going to meet two new cultures in the next film and kind of rove a little more freely around the world of Pandora.
One he's described as the Ash people, who are meant to represent a darker side of Na'vi culture, just like humans have not always done what's best for us and our communities in our own history. They will be led by Varong, who's played by Una Chaplin, and her character has been described as strong and vibrant and central to the Avatar saga. The other we know nothing about. He could be referring to the Tatu Nui, who we only briefly met in Avatar: The Way of Water, or it could be another clan entirely, perhaps one with actor David Thewlis as their leader, as we do know he's been cast. That concludes the summary of every Na'vi clan known to date. Feel free to screen capture this page for your personal reference later on. I want to thank everyone for supporting this channel by liking the video and subscribing so you can get updates as they come. If you have questions or topics you want to see me dive deeper into, leave them in the comment section down below. Or come check me out on some of my other platforms. Until next time, Hayelovai!